I got attacked this morning by one of the puppies. Now they're going crazy. Oh, sorry, cat. I forgot to feed you, didn't I? I gotta feed Cheddar real quick. We're trying to have some conversations. What's up, Amanda? Archie, no, I'm not. I don't want to be your boyfriend, dude. This is not Grindr. I told you, we can do another stream. We can do a dating stream, and I'll try to find you a boyfriend, but I'm not into you. Can't you drink all your water? These people come in here, they don't even know how to spell steak. Fucking vampires, bro. Vampires don't like steaks. That's like how you kill a vampire. Is you use a steak the way that you're spelling it. Dumbasses. Unless you're literally talking about killing vampires. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Are you a vampire hunter? Blood on your steak from like stabbing it through a vampire's heart. It's not really what we're talking about on this channel, though. What's up, Sassy?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
What's wrong with what?
Why aren't you eating meat?
Because Satan tells me not to.
Satan?
Yeah, you're Satanist. I see you have like the star in your name.
No.
No, you're
just
you're
like to have that in my name.
You're a fake Satanist.
No, I don't worship anything. I don't bow on my knees like you do. No. So what's wrong with me?
Are you looking for a boyfriend? Or there's what's this guy's name? Archie. Archie's here looking for a boyfriend, maybe or a girlfriend. Maybe you can reach out to them.
But I do like salads. I like steak. I like salads. I like meat. I like hamburgers.
Okay, so just eat the vegan versions of those things. You can have all those same things.
No, it's not satisfying enough.
Have you tried all of them?
No, it just looks gross.
So how can you even say that it's not satisfying if you've never even tried it?
Because meat is satisfying. I don't know what they put in that vegan meat. I don't know what the hell's in it. But
there's less ingredients in vegan meat than regular meat, like less chemicals, and it's healthier for you. I mean, I don't understand why people say things like that, because it just sounds like you don't really even know what you're talking about. But like,
I don't give a fuck.
if you have an option between exploiting an animal and not exploiting an animal, you can get the same taste, the same nutrition. Why do you choose to use an animal?
Oh, isn't that what they're here for? Eating?
No, what are you here for?
At least it's not. At least it's not like a dog.
Well, why was it wrong to eat a dog? What's your purpose? What's a dog's purpose?
Being the best friend on the earth. That's a dog's purpose.
Yeah, well, you can be friends with a chicken or a pig or a cow. They're all pretty similar to a dog. They all can build
No,
relationships. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
What's the difference between these animals? Just the purpose that you give them as an oppressor?
As an oppressor, really.
Yeah, you don't think it's
Animals
oppressive to
can't
these
be
animals?
oppressed.
How so?
No,
Can dogs be oppressed?
no, that could make me tortured. No. But I don't know what farm you've been to where there's people been like just torturing the crap out of animals. I'm pretty sure they just unalive it on the spot, right?
Yeah, a lot of these animals are tortured. Why do you think that's wrong? Why is it wrong to torture an animal?
Why is it wrong? Because they still got consciousness. They still feel pain. But
Right. And they also have a desire to live. Do you recognize that?
yes,
So why do you take that away from them for optional products?
because you need meat.
You don't need meat. That's the whole point.
Yes, you do. Alright.
Why do you think that you...
What about those people that need meat to survive?
There's
What is
like
it called? I
base...
forget what they're called.
There's nobody that needs meat to survive. It's all an excuse.
No.
What about you? I'm asking you why you're not vegan.
Why I'm not vegan?
Yeah.
So I just enjoy meat. I enjoy eating steak and hamburgers and all that.
Okay, well, we're just going around in circles again. You can get the same taste from a plant-based options. You can get the same
How?
nutrition.
It's not bloody. It doesn't have blood in it. So how am I gonna get the same taste?
I mean, Impossible does a pretty good job at replicating that. I don't know, look into it a little bit more. You'd probably be surprised. You said you never even tried them before, so...
And I can look at it and it looks nasty as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks like regular meat.
I have like this awesome eyesight where I can tell when shit's disgusting, and I just don't eat it.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
It's just,
Alright, now we have more requests. Let's bring up a genuine person here. Hopefully, what's up, Denny? Hopefully we can have the first decent conversation today.
Hey man, keep doing what you're doing, man.
You ever thought about being vegan?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
There you go, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Alright, thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for the gifts. A couple people sent gifts and they skipped ahead of everybody else, so if you want to come up next, send a rose or a gift or something and you can be next on up here as a request. So what's up, Clapped?
What's up?
What's up, fucking name? Are you over 18?
Yes, sir, I am. To be honest with you, though, I heard before there you said animals suffer.
Yeah, why is it wrong for an animal to suffer?
Actually, specifically a cow, they don't actually suffer when they get slaughtered, dude.
That's ridiculous.
No, I'm dead ass, dude.
You're
They
not.
don't. I'm serious. It's quick. It's painless. They don't feel it.
Did you know that cows can smell blood from like miles away? Most cows, when they go to the slaughterhouse, they know what's going to happen. It's emotional abuse. It's psychological
Actually,
abuse.
they don't.
Yeah, they do.
actually
What do you
don't.
mean, dude? You're not being genuine at all.
I work with cattle every day. They
Yeah,
don't
you
make
kill them?
animals.
You kill cows?
Oh, no, not me. Not me personally.
Exactly. So you don't fucking know.
Oh, yes, I do. They don't suffer. They don't.
All right,
Physically, they
you're an
don't.
idiot. I'm trying to have genuine conversations with people, not people that want to pretend to be fucking stupid like that.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello, Mandy. Yep.
Hi, yeah,
I've been pescatarian since I was 11, so I'm kind of curious about like whether or not you view people who are vegetarian or pescatarian like almost on the same view as people who eat meat.
So I think you're doing less bad, right? Well, actually, not really pescatarians, because pescatarians tend to exploit more individual animals, because fish are so small. Basically, you're exploiting one fish every time you eat fish, right? So that's not I don't really see that as like that technically can be just as bad as somebody that eats meat. Well, you are eating meat. Fish is meat. Like they're not really separate.
Yeah, it's only an occasional thing, and it's actually recommended by my doctors because I have a lot of complicated health issues with nutrition and stuff.
Your doctor's a dumbass. They should not be recommending to eat fish.
My disability, to be fair.
That's fine, but you can get everything that you get from a fish without consuming fish. So if your doctor your doctor's telling you that because it's like the easiest thing, but that's not.
I need to value easy right now based on my disability, but I do believe that, and also I like to naturally source things. I get my stuff directly from men that I know,
that's
so
not
I don't
a thing.
Contribute to the industry.
That's bullshit.
It's not.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter where the fish is coming from. You're still exploiting a fish and killing an individual for something you don't need. You can get all the nutrients that you get from a fish from other sources.
Okay, can you list the other sources and how much they cost as compared to naturally sourced fish?
What is it specifically?
It is a health condition. Genuinely, people do. I do need more protein.
Eating fish for protein doesn't even make any sense. There's plant-based options that you can eat that have way more protein than a fish does.
A lot of plant-based options have other additives that I am intolerant to.
Like what?
A lot of things that are derived from beans, I cannot have. So, like chickpeas, black beans, I forget the exact chemical that it's called, but I am intolerant to those. Also, tofu.
Yeah, well, tofu comes from a bean, a soybean, so...
Yeah, so that makes sense that I'm intolerant to it, so...
Okay, so what about, like, peas and rice?
Peas and rice I do have, but that's not enough, you know?
You can get pea and rice protein.
Every day is not sustainable.
You can get pea and rice protein. So have you ever heard of Huel? I literally drink a couple of these a day. It has 40 grams of protein for one shake. It's from pea and rice protein. So there's no beans in it. Is there any
caffeine or like green tea extracts on that?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, I would have to check that. The thing is, I don't think it's right to necessarily call people dumbasses or police them, especially if you're trying to change the minds to eliminate as harm as harm as humanly possible.
There is a green tea extract in it.
Receptive to your points if you come at it.
Well, your doctor is a dumbass. Your doctor doesn't know anything about nutrition, and they just give you something that's like normal, that's normal.
Actually, for my shit. So
yeah, but they're not vegans, are they?
No, but they're also pescatarians. And
right, so they're gonna recommend what they do.
On his diet, someone said you're cranky on your diet.
I'm cranky because people like this want to act like they're doing good, but they're not.
Did you want to have a conversation, or did you just want to insult me? Because I thought that you were.
I'm not insulting you. I'm insulting your dumbass doctor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's so much better.
Are you open to talking to somebody else about it that can actually help you with your medical condition, whatever it is? You can speak.
You're more than willing to pay for it.
It's free. It's totally free. You can talk to them. It's
not free. Specialists are not free to talk to, dude. And this is not a debate. This is just insults. This isn't debate. You're not coming with me with facts.
Hold on
You're
a second.
About an industry. You're just talking about how my doctor that you don't know and my disability. Like you're just shaking your head. You're not.
Can I talk?
You're just. Oh, please do.
There's a dietitian. She has almost a decade worth of education and experience, right? She's completely free to talk to. She's a volunteer with Animal Justice 21. You can talk to her privately about whatever your medical condition is, and she will help you for free. If you have to have like an ongoing plan with her, she can do it at a super low cost. But you can reach out
What's that super low cost?
What?
What is that super low cost?
You have to talk to her about it. But
Okay.
she will talk to you for free.
I have to also talk to people who specialize in my illness because it is long COVID and it's new. So I have to look for specific doctors. So once again, I would just not tell people who need nutrition that their doctors are dumbasses if you want to have an actual debate.
Stop getting nutrition recommendation from a regular doctor.
It's not a regular doctor. I told you I saw a long COVID nutritionist.
A nutritionist is not a dietitian.
There's not really many dietitians in this field. It's my stuff. Trust me, I've been looking because this is something that I've been dealing with.
You can get it. Anybody can get a nutrition certificate like in a couple of weeks or like a couple of months.
Yeah, exactly.
And you said they're pescatarian, so
who I take.
of course they're going to recommend to eat fish because they're pescatarian. They don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay.
Okay, so if you see something wrong with exploiting animals, then maybe you should reach out to a vegan dietitian that can help you with your medical condition. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. All right.
All right, well, thanks. The resource is right there. Go check them out. Do you have any other questions? All right. Thanks for coming up, Mandy. Give me a follow. Come back again later. I would like to talk to you again. That person's not here. How's everybody doing this morning? What's up, Vegan Travel? Spooky. And there's nobody over here. Jason, Neil. Mike is back. What are you talking about, Mike? You think that I'm exploiting humans? You mean the people that are coming up and they're requesting up and they're talking about whatever they want? I can't hear you if you're not in the app. So if you want to have a conversation, come back.
Hello?
Yeah. What's up?
So I've been thinking about this a lot, and meat has a lot of protein and it helps you go throughout your day. And the vegan stuff, like, it gives you a lot of like energy crashes throughout the day.
That's not true. Both of those things are false. So there's some plant-based options that have more protein than meat does. Soy is a better protein. It's got a better amino acid score, and the soy protein isolate is easier to digest than meat, and it's very comparable with like eggs and milk. And what was the next thing? Crashes? That just depends what you're eating. If you're gonna eat like a ton of carbs, like that can happen, right? But that you don't have to eat a ton of carbs to follow a plant-based diet. You can eat a balanced or whatever. You know, eat more healthy plant fats.
Hey, I respect you, but for me,
But you don't respect animals. It's not about respecting me. It's about respecting the animals. Why don't you respect the animals?
Food is food. Like what?
Animals are not food. You're an animal. Are you food?
No.
No. Other animals aren't food. Are dogs food?
To some people, yes.
To you?
Not to me.
Why?
Because I don't eat dogs.
But why not? They're made of meat.
So would you eat your cat?
No. I wouldn't eat any animal. For the same reason. Why are you speciesist? Why do you say that dogs and cats aren't food, but then cows and pigs are food? What's the difference?
There's a huge difference.
What? Can you explain to me what the difference is? And not just how they're born? Okay, yeah, I ran. Bro has no argument. I'm not here to debate people. I'm here to have conversations. I don't want you to just come up and say stupid ass excuses. I'm trying to talk to people that are actually open-minded. They want to know more about veganism. I'm here to share this resource with people. Go check it out.
What? Alright.
I can barely hear you.
Yeah, that's my fault. I have a really bad phone. But you can understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I just had to turn my volume up. So what's up, Ride?
Alright. I'd like to bring up the fact that animals do not suffer. Me personally, I have experience working on a cow farm, and
Did you hear the guy that said this earlier?
No.
The second guy I talked to said the same thing. He said cows can't suffer.
No, I was following along with what he was saying, because I've actually worked on a cow farm.
So you agree that cows can't suffer?
No, cows can definitely suffer, but all the cows there, happiest cows ever. They're literally walking around their field, and it's only the cows that won't produce milk or the bulls that get too mean.
Right. Don't you see how that's a problem?
No?
So what, the cows that can't produce milk, you just kill them?
No. It's the
That's what
cows
you
that
just
were born
said.
not being able to milk, but the cows that have produced a lot of milk, they go on to live happier, and they go on to live the rest of their life.
That's ridiculous. You know that does not, like, that might happen at one little small farm that you're familiar with, but that is not even close to what happens to most cows.
Just because you saw some, like, graphic video in India doesn't mean that that's every single cow farm.
What are you
Like, have you
talking
ever
about,
stepped
dude?
on-
They
have you
treat
ever
cows
stepped on a
better in
cow farm?
India than other places.
Have you ever stepped on a cow farm, yes or no?
What?
Have you ever stepped foot on a cow farm? Ooh, get those.
Of course. I've been to several. What are you talking about?
Really? Really?
Yes.
How many of those have you seen suffering from cows?
Every time I go to a farm, I see an animal suffering. Every single time.
They're suffering.
Yes, I see. One time I went to a small local cow farm, and the very first cow that I saw was limping and it had a hurt leg.
Small. Small.
I went-
Keyword small.
Yeah, of course. These are supposed to be the small, happy farms with happy cows. And I go there and one of them's hurt. Well, can't walk right. I went to another one and there was like one that was like really sick, couldn't even pick their head up. They had all this shit coming out of their face, coughing, like couldn't breathe. They're suffering.
Okay, so you see a sick kid in the middle of school and you're gonna say that all kids in the world are suffering? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Dude, this isn't most cows either.
Dude, you have no experience working on a cow farm.
No, I don't work on a cow farm. I never said I worked on a cow farm. I've been to several farms though.
Yeah, small farms.
Your factory farms too. I went to a dairy farm. They had 2,500 cows locked in three giant warehouses.
Brand.
What?
What brand?
I don't know what the brand is. I don't know what it's called. What's it called? Mason-Dixon.
Oh.
Mason-Dixon Family Farm. It's literally a factory farm.
Farm, where you live. Okay, so explain the conditions of the cow again, please. Like the cows, how they're suffering.
Dude, cows suffer. That's my point. That cows can suffer, and there's suffering cows everywhere, and especially when they go to a slaughterhouse. Even if they have a happy life, when you force them into a slaughterhouse, like they know what's going on. The bolt gun doesn't work all the time. There's cows that they have to hit repeatedly There's cow. The line moves so fast. There's cows. They just hang them up and they slit their throat while they're still fully conscious. It's horrible.
You don't have to shoot them with a bolt gun. I've seen people shoot them with a 9mm and it works perfectly fine. It takes them out quick.
You're talking again about a very small percentage of cows. Like less than 1% of cows are slaughtered like that.
Suffer, dude.
They're still suffering. You have other cows around, they watch you shoot a cow. That's psychological abuse to other cows. Even if you just kill the one cow and they don't suffer, you're still taking their life for something you don't need. How do you not see something wrong with that?
Hey, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen a wild cow?
There's a point, there's a reason why there's no wild cows. Because of people like you.
No, it's because humans purposely cultivated them, and through selective breeding,
Yeah.
cows.
People like you that see them as a slave, that you can just do whatever you want to them. That's the problem.
Dude, where did you learn that they were slaves?
Every decision in their life is made before they're even born. Every decision you make is to benefit you, not the cow.
Okay, are you religious?
Why are you just going from one thing to another? You agree that's what slavery is, right?
Answer the question, are you religious?
No, you answer the question.
Okay, what was your question again?
You agree that's slavery, right? Making every decision in their life before they're even born, and every decision that you make is to benefit you and not them?
They're fucking... Okay, first off, they're an animal, and...
You're an animal. You're an animal. You're a dumbass animal, too. You want to come up here and not have a conversation. You just want to spew nonsense. I'm not trying to talk to people like that. Only request up if you're a genuine person and you want to have an actual conversation. Not just say excuses about why you think it's okay to enslave animals.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Does it count to eat meat when you suck dick?
That has nothing to do with animals.
Okay.
I don't care what you do on your own time.
Okay, that was my question.
Okay. Archie's looking for a boyfriend, so I don't know if Archie's still here, but you can reach out to him. He might want to talk to you. If you guys want to jump ahead, send a gift or something. There's like a shit ton of people here today.
Hello?
Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Why are you not vegan?
Because, like, I love meat, and it's just good. And
Sorry, you sound too young. And you're kind of speaking like a child there. So, the taste pleasure. You're saying taste pleasure. I'll still respond to what you said. You can get the same taste pleasure from eating plants. You just learn how to cook better. Think about. Ask yourself: does a little difference in taste, like it's not even good or bad, right? Just a little bit of a different taste. Does that justify hanging an animal upside down and slitting their throat, draining their blood out? Probably not. If you do think that's okay, I mean, you might want to go talk to a therapist or something.
Hello?
Hello.
Why are you vegan, bro? Like, I just want to ask.
Because I recognize animals as individuals. I recognize them as subjects that experience life. They have a desire to live. They can feel emotions. And anything...
So you're blaming other animals too?
I'm talking to humans. I'm talking to a human right now, right? You're a human. You're not a lion.
Yeah, but like millions of years, bro, we evolved like this, bro. You cannot change your diet because of a modern diet, you know?
I'm here.
You cannot change your nature for that.
What are you talking about? Nature doesn't dictate your morals. There's a lot of horrible things that happen in nature that I hope you wouldn't ever do.
Like, give an explanation.
Like, I mean, what do you mean an explanation? Like, animals like kill each other all the time. You're not going to like go out and kill another
You
human
think
because
that's bad, right?
of course it's bad. You're not going to go do that, right? You wouldn't go
So
kill
you're
another
saying- so you're
human because
saying-
animals do it in the wild.
Animal eating other animals is bad.
If an animal ate you, would you think it's bad?
This is the love of nature, bro. This is like nothing to do with that.
Right. Veganism has nothing to do with animals eating each other in the wild. It's about you, a human, who should know
So you're
better.
blaming the animals. So you're blaming the lions eating other animals.
You're not a lion, dude. I'm talking to you. Do you
No.
think that we
You're
should
talking to me, but you're blaming the animals too. You're blaming the nature.
Yeah, nature's horrible. That's why we take ourselves out of nature. That's why you live in a house. That's why you use a cell phone. You drive a car. You know, like, what do you
Bro,
mean?
you're blaming the nature, bro.
Yeah, nature
You're
sucks.
saying nature is horrible.
Nature sucks. What do you mean?
Alright, man.
There's a lot of great things about nature, but there's also a lot of bad
Talk
things.
to you anymore, bro.
Don't you
You're saying
agree?
the nature is fucking. Alright, bro.
Alright, bro. I'm not saying all nature sucks, but I'm saying that there are a lot of really horrible things in nature that I would hope that just because it's in nature, you're not like, oh, it's okay. They can just do whatever they want because they're in nature. Like, that really makes no sense. That does not track.
Yep. Here now.
Smashing.
Dennis.
Smashing Lee.
Hello there. Oh, hi there,
Hello.
Denny.
Smashing Lee. Alright, what's up, Ashley?
I was vegetarian for the longest time. Well, pollo pescatarian. I don't like birds. Birds scare me, so I'm not scared to eat them because they scare me. And pescatarian, like, if you can fish it, fair game.
So, what are you saying, that you catch all the fish that you eat?
No, I don't even really eat fish. I don't even really eat chicken.
Okay, that's good. So, like, why are you not vegan? You recognize that, like, cows and pigs are individuals, chickens and fish are individuals, just like those other animals.
Yeah, no, that's how I lived for a long, long time.
You can change, though, right?
So I can change from thinking that cows and pigs and fish and chickens are they're individuals. I can change from thinking that.
I'm asking you if do you agree with that?
Yeah, I know. I didn't eat anything for the longest time because I was scared of everything.
So you already eat a lot of plants, right? What about, like, wearing animals? Do you wear leather or wool or fur?
Do you think I'm rich? If so,
I think your phone's cutting out. But yeah, it's like a lot of those things are really expensive. Not only do they cost a lot of money, but it also costs animals their lives.
my grandma's, I don't know, one of her aunts or uncles or grandpa, I don't know, one of them had an actual fur mink industry.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
And my grandma described to me how it was made. Well, all my grandma said was she went in and they bit her, so she left.
Yeah,
But there was hundreds of minks in there.
yeah. Yeah, they just keep them in these little cages, and then, you know how many of them they kill to make one coat?
I think like 200, 300, something like that.
It's not that many. It's like between 40 and 50. 40 to 50 animals for one coat. It's horrible, isn't it?
Okay, I was way off. Yeah. And my grandma never wore a mink coat ever because she got bit by one once. And she said, don't do the mink. Minks are bad.
Yeah, it's really sad to see them all in the cages like that, like they are. Are you open to learning more about veganism? Will you check out the resource here on the screen?
I learned all about veganism. I was pollo pescatarianism for a while.
So let me explain what veganism is, because a lot of people just think it's a diet and it's not.
I know it's not. It's the ethical reasons why behind.
Yeah, does that sound like that aligns with your values?
Like, I don't always eat meat, but when I do, it's when a guy we had a guy catch an elk the other day, and he's bringing elk jerky. I might enjoy that elk jerky because, I don't know, it wasn't unethically sourced. It was...
Even going out in the woods and hunting an animal when you don't need to, it's not ethical.
The animal had the opportunity to hide.
It's still not ethical. There's plant-based jerky. Have you ever tried plant-based jerky before?
I barely like regular jerky. I tolerate it when people ask not. Sorry, my Great Dane tries to say hi sometimes, and she's big and heavy.
I like Great Danes. I have a Great Dane mix. It's a big dog.
Mine's Great Dane Lab.
That's cool. Do you have any other questions for me? We have a lot of guests today, so I'm going to move on to the next person.
I don't know, like, is it bad if, like, you go fishing with someone and you eat the fish? Like, it's...
Yeah, it's bad to that fish.
From God's earth, right? Like, it's from God's earth.
Yeah, it's one of God's creatures. I don't think God wants you to go out and take out his creatures when you could just go and eat plants instead. God made plants for us to eat.
But then make the creatures of plenty.
That doesn't mean that we can use them for optional products.
Also, fish.
Plants for optional products. Why can't you use animals?
Denny, shut up. Anyways, I guess no other questions.
Okay, well, it was good talking to you. Check out the resource. There's a day on fish. There's a day on chickens. So go check that out and come back another day. I'd like to talk to you again.
I really want chickens and fish just for the chickens and ducks for the eggs.
For the eggs, well, you don't need eggs either, so we have other options. All right, I'll talk to you later. What's up, voice for the voiceless?
Yeah, hey, Jake. I just wanted to introduce myself, say hi, fellow vegan of, the community, and I love what you do. I've paid attention to you quite a bit, so I think you do a solid job. I just wanted to say thank you from the vegan community.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I'll jump off now. I'll give you back the platform for the people with questions, and have a great day.
All right, great. Awesome. Thanks for stopping by.
You bet.
Hello.
Hello. What's up, Jade? You're vegan, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not? I thought I saw you making comments. I don't know why two people came up at once. Sarah, let me talk to Sarah first, and then I'll talk to you, Jade.
Hi, how you going?
How's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good.
So, for me, I'm coming from the point of a chef here. I'm from Australia, by the way. So hi.
Cool. What time is it there?
So, for me, I have seen and gone through a lot of schooling when it comes to slaughtering animals and doing that kind of stuff, and sustainability and all that kind of stuff when it comes to looking at farming and how they do things. One of the questions that I wanted to ask you is when it comes to agricultural things, when it comes to farming vegetables and the impact on the environment, when it you know, huge amounts of land and clearing and all that kind of stuff to actually grow the amount of vegetables that needs to sustain, vegetables and all that kind of thing to provide to markets and restaurants and all that kind of stuff, and the damage that kind of does as well to the environment. I just wanted to see what you thought about that.
Do you know what veganism is?
Yeah, I'm absolutely aware of that.
How would you explain it?
Well, you're obviously not eating any animal or animal products, clearly.
Yes, veganism is an ethical principle to reject the exploitation of animals.
Yeah, but that's not what my question was. I'm asking you...
Right, you're asking about like the environment and stuff.
I'm not trying to be aggressive or anything. I'm asking you about the impacts on the land when it comes to growing...
That has nothing to do with veganism, though. Do you understand that?
Okay, go on.
Do you know what the number one thing you could also do for the environment?
Mm-hmm.
Is follow a plant-based diet.
And what is behind that?
So they use way more land, way more resources to grow plants to feed to the animals. If we weren't farming these animals, we would have way more land. We would need less plants, right? So it would be better for the environment, and it would also be better for these animals. But like I said, veganism is about the animals. It's not about the environment. Even if it was like slightly worse for the environment, I would still advocate for veganism. The animals matter.
Yeah, I understand that, but it also, I think it's a two-way kind of street when it comes to different things, because I live in Tassie and we're very agricultural down here, and a lot of the animals are very, they're treated well, and
they're not.
They live, and you might not think that because the end result is not what you want, and I understand that.
So put yourself in their position, right? If you were happy sometime, like what if you found out tomorrow you've been farmed your whole life and you had a happy life, you had freedom, but tomorrow's your day to go to the slaughterhouse. How would you feel?
Well, I think at the end of the day, we're all going to go to the bloody slaughterhouse, as far as I'm concerned.
No,
and
that's not true.
That's probably a flippant kind of thing to say.
That's not genuine at all.
I beg your pardon for saying that, but at the end of the day, I think, I think that...
That's a ridiculous comparison. You think that humans grow old and they die,
Hunted and gathered, right? So you've got the gathering part there, and there's the hunting part.
Yeah, it was a very small
and it's
percentage.
It's always been like that.
It doesn't matter.
To be able to sustain humanity to this point.
Yeah,
if you're doing it,
women didn't have rights for the longest time.
What is the problem?
Right. Women didn't have rights for the longest time. That was natural. That's the way things were. We recognize women as individuals, right? They're equal to men. They have their rights now, right? Same thing with other races trying to take control over other humans. We realize that these things are wrong, and we evolve past them. We make laws based on, you know, our morals that we end up agreeing on. We create objective morals based on our subjective experiences. And the next injustice that is really the worst injustice that's ever happened is how we treat other animals. Just because we've done it forever does not mean that it's okay. Jade, do you want to come up now?
Sorry, I had to cough. Hi, yes. I want to touch on something that you said earlier with a guy a long time ago, and you said, well, yeah, it's God's creation, so God wouldn't want you, you know, to kill him, pretty much. But, and the Bible it actually agrees with eating animals. And multiple times it says that they eat lamb. Pardon me?
It does not say that we need to eat animals. There's parts of the Bible where it says it's permissible because it was necessary. But it puts pretty tight restrictions on how you're supposed to be consuming animals if you are. And people don't even follow those restrictions. So trying to say, like, the Bible gives me permission, so, you know, I stick my arm up a cow's butt, like, that is not okay according to your Bible.
No, I want to just finish because, you know, I was saying it, you brought it up. I didn't bring it up about like the God wouldn't want you to kill him. But like, it does say it is permissible. It's not a necessity, but it is allowed, right? I understand that you're coming from the best.
Yeah, but you're supposed to hunt. If you do consume animals, you're supposed to hunt the animal. You're supposed to give it to your priest for your priest to slaughter the animal. Like, do you do any of those things?
Conversation.
Do you do those things?
Pardon me. When I talk, you're cut out, so that's why I want to have a productive conversation that we're going like back and forth. Like when I'm done.
Are you listening now?
Yeah, but you're not even listening to me, honey.
I'm trying to respond to what you just said.
But I wasn't done.
Okay, just do one thing at a time, please, because I can't keep everything straight when people like say 10 things at once.
Well, no, it was one thing actually. I was gonna mention just different parts of it, but it was the same thing. We're talking about what you said earlier about God. Yes, it is permissible. It is allowed. This is multiple times that they're eating lamb, eating fish. When Noah's flood happened, God said, "I now give you everything." Is given permission to eat the animals. Jesus prepares fish and bread for the disciples. It says that multiple times. And
can I respond to that?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think if Jesus could just like snap his fingers and multiply a fish that's already dead, or do you think, or would he create a ton of suffering and kill all these fish? What do you think Jesus would do?
Is your question, do you think... Wait, because it was a little confusing. Can you repeat it one more time?
Yeah, sorry. So, like, let's say Jesus has two options, right? Do you think Jesus is going to make all these fish suffer and kill them? Or is he just going to multiply a fish that's already dead that people already had?
Multiply by 1,000,000, if he could.
Yeah, something that's already dead, right? He's not gonna make all those fish suffer.
For sure, but it's still permissible, and God made them for multiple purposes, and one of the purposes is that one. But I just brought that up because you mentioned it earlier.
That's ridiculous. Animals were created in the Garden of Eden. There was animals, right? We didn't eat animals. There was no killing. There was no death. Animals were already there. They weren't created for us to eat them. That's
I said
ridiculous.
Purposes, and that's one of them. And in Genesis 1, I'm pretty sure it says that every moving thing every moving thing shall be food for you. That's the sentence. So like that's one of the purposes. Of course, the other purpose, is God's power and wisdom, human purposes, humanity. That's pardon me?
Doesn't God also say that you should take care of your animals? You should treat them with kindness and compassion?
Yes, but there's a reason why we don't eat certain animals and a reason why we eat
Why do you
other
eat any animal? They're not treated with compassion and kindness when you're killing them for something you don't need.
Okay. I just want to address something really quick. Because I see a lot of people just talking about that I shouldn't bring up religion. He brought it up before me. I'm just responding to what he said. But to respond to you, why do I eat animals? To me, and it's just a personal preference, to me, there's no immoral view that does not allow me or tells me that eating an animal is wrong. That's it.
So you eat dogs?
No.
Why?
Like I said, that's the reason why there's animals that we don't eat and animals that because we don't eat snakes.
What's the difference?
You know what I mean? What do you mean?
What's the difference between those animals? Why do you treat them differently?
Well, first of all, it's nature, right? It's nature.
That makes no sense. It's nature for people to eat dogs, so you should eat dogs.
That's not true. That's why it's not in our nature. That's why we don't eat dogs.
What are you talking about? There's people that eat snakes too.
What I'm saying.
I literally talked to somebody the other day. He eats pythons.
Then that's.
Ladies just going around in circles. I'm trying to find open-minded people that want to learn more about veganism. Not people that just come up here and want to make some dumbass excuses. Man, people, you are smarter than this. Stop letting me down. The Garden of Eden was vegan. Animals were already created. Plants were there. Plants were created to feed humans. Plants, seeds, fruits. If you want to talk more about religion, there's Vegan Heretic in the comments. Go follow his channel. And then in the end, how many slaughterhouses in heaven? How many slaughterhouses are in heaven? Think about it. And then recite the Lord's Prayer. If you're religious, you should know the Lord's Prayer. Think about those three things: the Garden of Eden, heaven, and then say the Lord's Prayer. And like Vegan Heretic says, if you have a choice between choosing compassion or choosing violence, why are you choosing violence and saying that your God tells you it's okay? Your God would not be happy about that. Your God wants you to choose compassion. That's literally what your religion is supposed to be about, and you're using your religion to choose violence. Like, there's something seriously wrong with you. If that's what you think your God wants you to do. Elliot, are you here? Yeah, watch Christspiracy. Christspiracy.com. I don't think I put it on Animal Justice site yet. That's on my list. Alright, Elliot, you're taking too long. Goodbye. If you guys want to jump ahead of everybody else, send a rose or a gift and you'll jump up to the top of the list. How many views do we have? We do have, the stream was doing really well earlier. There was a lot of people here, but now it's like cut in half. Tap the screen. Let's get up to 10,000 likes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your name?
My name's Connor.
Connor, what's your like username on the screen here? What is that?
It's just a glitch thing I used, because I don't want people to know my actual name on here, because I don't see the point in people needing to know my actual name on TikTok.
I got you. I just wanted to know what I could call you, so, and yeah, I never seen that before, so that's why I asked. So why are you not vegan?
No, you're good.
You ever think about being vegan before?
No, I haven't. I was personally raised to eat meat.
Sure,
And
so was I.
I've seen comments of people saying about, like, try to be vegan. I've never tried to. Yes, I eat plants while I'm eating meat, and personally for me, I think that steak and just chicken taste better than plants do. That's my own personal opinion.
Okay, so if you had some plant-based chicken and it tasted just as good, which one would you choose? The one that has compassion behind it, or the one that has violence behind it?
That would depend on the actual taste. If it tastes like chicken,
Yeah, I'm saying
then
it's the
yes,
same,
I would probably go for the plant-based chicken. But if it doesn't, then I probably would stick to normal chicken.
Yeah, so personally, I think plant-based chicken tastes better than eating a corpse of a chicken. You don't ever get any of the weird stuff in there, like, you know, when I used to eat chicken from time to time, you'd get something weird in there that's not supposed to be in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I do realize that over here in America, I don't know if you're from America, but we
Yeah.
have so much shit in our chicken. And even in the plants that we eat, because of pesticides and all that, there's not really a good thing you can eat unless you actually go out into the wild and get your own stuff.
Sure, so you know most of the plants that have heavy used pesticides on them are they're fed to the animals. So then when you eat these animals, you're eating all the pesticides that are on those plants. If you want to eat plants that don't really have as many pesticides or not as harsh pesticides, then try to get organic stuff. But you can also try to find a veganic farmer in your area. Go to the farmer's market, maybe, if there's one near you. Talk to the people that actually grow the plants and ask them if they use pesticides. If you can find a veganic farmer, they generally don't use any pesticides. They don't kill any animals to grow their plants. So like if you really care about those things, that option is they're out there, and it's growing. So just try to find that stuff. Might be a little bit more expensive, but
And another thing, I have realized that for vegan farms, they kill a lot more insects to protect the plants that vegans eat.
see, they're not vegan farms, right? You're just talking about farms that grow plants. Most of the plants are grown to feed animals that people eat. If it is a vegan farm with a vegan farmer, they're not going to kill animals. That's the whole point.
See, I did not realize that. I thought that the farms that produce plants, they were vegan farms and were killing millions of insects to protect the plants so vegans could eat them.
Yeah, most of the plants that people grow are actually fed to other animals.
Okay then, I did not realize that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. You sound like an open-minded person. Will you go to the website here and sign up and learn more about veganism and what you can do to help the animals?
I'm actually down for that, but like I said, I will try the plant-based stuff if it does taste like it, and if it does, then yeah, I am willing to change.
Great. Yeah, we need more people like you. There's when you go here, there's a resource page that has some like plant-based chefs. You can follow them. Try to copy some of their recipes, and I think you'll be surprised at how good some of these plants can taste. I think the best dishes I've ever eaten have been from plants.
Huh. Well, thank you. And you are the first person that I have spoken to on TikTok that has actually respected me and will actually hear my viewpoint and talk to me about that.
Yeah, well, thanks. I appreciate you coming up. You sound like like I said, you sound like an open-minded person. So, yeah, definitely go check it out and come give me a follow. Come back up later, and I'd like to talk to you again.
All right. I will. Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Can we use some sound effects? Finally, one good conversation.
Oh God, let me finish eating this chicken wing real quick.
No. If you're a kid and you come up here, I'm gonna scream at you. Just warning everybody now. You have to be 18 or older to come up. Alright, hold on. Mr. Pancake, you can go first. Are you there, Mr. Pancake?
Alright, so, why do you not like meat?
I don't like the exploitation of animals. That's what I don't like.
When did you stop eating meat?
Over 2 years ago.
What made you come to the realization?
There was a few things. I reflected on the different relationships that I had with animals throughout my life, and I realized that if, I felt like animals deserve respect, right? I thought that I was respectful to animals, but then I learned a little bit more about these industries that exploit animals, and I realized I was supporting those industries, and I was disrespecting those animals. So I changed. It was really easy.
Did you convince any of your family to switch?
So, they've made changes. I wouldn't say that any of them are fully vegan, but they eat way more plants and way more tofu now. They're more aware, and my dad actually signed up for Animal Justice 21, so I'm trying to get him to go through the rest of it and finish it. So yeah, my dad's probably the most open about it.
Do you buy vegan burgers and such, like made from plants only?
Yeah, actually, I just got some Impossible Burgers. I don't generally like the Impossible Burgers as much. I normally get Beyond Burgers from time to time, but the grocery store I was at, they were on sale. They were like half price, so I grabbed some. I was pissed off too. I went to the grocery store and I went over to the section where they have like the plant-based burgers, and they actually like removed some of the products, and now there's like chicken sandwiches there. I was like, what? Like next to the Impossible Burgers. So yeah, I feel like somebody did that intentionally. But I mean, yeah, like I'll eat that stuff maybe once a month. I'll have like some plant-based burgers or like some pizza.
What are your thoughts on the vegan teacher?
Well, I mean, what about her? I appreciate her being so consistent, speaking up for the animals. She's live like every day, like twice a day sometimes. I think she does some things. She does certain things to like get views. You know, like, I don't know. I appreciate her speaking up for the animals, but
What about the controversies such as that video she made, where, like, you know, she put a doll next to, like, a piece of paper with, the N-word?
yeah, I mean, that's controversial, but, you know, she does that to get views, so I feel like we need to focus a little bit more on the animals instead of doing things like that. She's trolling the trolls.
Okay, what else can I ask?
Why are you not vegan, though? Can we talk about you a little bit now?
Okay.
Do you think that we should respect animals?
Yes.
Do you think it's respectful to these animals when we take eggs, milk, or take their life to eat them?
I mean, my family is the one that buys it, not me.
If you went to your family and you told them that you were going to be vegan from now on, do you think that they would respect that?
Maybe.
Yeah, and then if you ask them to buy you other products at the store, you know, you can go with them and find vegan products and then get them instead. Do you think that they would support that?
They had any at my store.
They don't have any at your store? Is that what you said? I find that hard to believe. Every grocery store has like beans and rice, and they might not have the Impossible Burgers and Beyond Burgers, but you don't have to eat that stuff. Like, I honestly wouldn't recommend eating that very often. You can get tofu basically everywhere. Tofu's great. There's stuff you can buy online. Maybe ask your parents if you can, you know, if they can buy you something online. I have a giant box of soy curls. I recommend people should get them. Very similar consistency as like eating an animal's flesh. Go to Butler Foods is the website, butlerfoods.com, and you can order the soy curls. They're cheap. It's not expensive. So there's options out there. If you go to Animal Justice 21 and you have any questions specifically about what you should get for alternatives or anything like that, there's a chat there that you can reach out to other people in the community, and a lot of people can respond and help you with those things. And do Animal Justice 21 with your family. If you're an older adult, or I mean a younger adult, and you're living with your parents still, you know, get them to sign up. You sign up too. Go through, answer the questions. You can talk about the questions together. That's what it is basically. It's a reflection challenge. So each day has a little bit of information, and then it just asks a couple of simple questions for you to just think about, and like I said, talk with your family about them and see how everybody feels. And yeah, then you can figure out how to change.
Right.
And
Hold on, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
There are like some people like, you know, that are, like, you know, I know a friend that is trying to be vegan, but he really can't, so he makes burgers with beans. I mean, not beans, like soybeans. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you can make burgers with. I like to make burgers with walnuts and mushrooms. Take walnuts and mushrooms and blend them up, and you can put a bunch of like spices in there and make little patties out of it. And they're great. They're delicious, and it's like all whole foods. Just put all whole foods in there.
I'll be back in a moment.
You'll be back? Share Animal Justice 21 with your friend as well. Alright, we're going to bring up the next person. I'll leave him up here. He can come back, but let's see if we can bring up the next guy here. Harry. Are you here, Harry?
Hello.
What's up?
First of all, I just have to say your opinions are you, and I respect that. But I do not choose to be vegan.
Okay, so I don't really care if you respect my opinions or not. I want you to respect other animals. So why don't you respect other animals?
I do. So I live on a farm where we raise it paddock to plate.
Yeah,
Where we
so
raise
you
our
still
animals in
objectify
ethical-
those
No.
animals.
No, I don't objectify any of the animals. I know that they are at full, bodily functions where they are fully able to do whatever they want. But I know they've had a
Okay.
physically good life. They've had a lovely upbringing from kids or calf or lamb to adult.
Okay, so you had a great life, right? What if you
Yep.
What if you found out tomorrow was your day to go to the slaughterhouse? How would you feel?
I don't support slaughterhousing, and I don't do that.
Okay,
that's why
so
my
what if it was
family
your
don't-
day
no,
to be taken out into the field and shot in the head? How
They
would
don't
you
get
feel?
shot in the heads.
How would you feel about that?
They don't get shot in the heads. We perform halal ways of killing, which is a much more
Yeah, that's horrible.
ethical and no, actually, really.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, perfect timing. Did you hear that last guy?
Hold on, question. So, do you support what the vegan teacher is doing, like to reach bait the people, like so she can get views?
I mean, if it reaches more people that are open-minded about veganism, then I mean, I'm kind of neutral about it. I think it has some issues, but it also can have some benefits. So
Yeah, but racism is also like a big issue. I don't know, like you said, you're like neutral. I feel like it's not okay to use racism to get awareness.
well, I mean, I don't think she's really being racist, if that's what you mean.
How? She literally typed she literally wrote the N-word on a piece of paper.
Yeah, but she's not trying to use it to label somebody. You know what I mean? Like she's using it. She's trying it's dumb. It triggers kids. It's kind of stupid. But she's not
Still, that's not okay.
calling people that.
What are your thoughts on the people in the chat?
What about the people? I don't really pay too much attention to the chat. I'm here to
A lot of
talk.
people are.
I'm here to talk to open-minded people. So, you said you were gonna look up the website, right?
I guess.
Yeah, check it out and share it with your friend. You said you have a friend that's trying to be vegan. Maybe do it with them. Do it with your family, like I said before. And you gave me a follow, so come back another time. We'll talk again in the future. What's up, Ben?
Hey, how are you? So sorry, my name is Benjamin Puber. And look, before we start this conversation, could I just hear what your opinion on the matter is?
Animals are sentient. They have emotions. They have a desire to live. I feel like if you are taking that away from them for something that you don't even need, it's disrespectful to these animals, and they deserve better from us.
No, absolutely. I think fundamentally there's not any difference between the sentience of a different human and an animal. Like realistically, it's all the same. That's personally my opinion. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, so why are you not
My
vegan?
question for you would be, sorry.
So why are you not vegan then? Or are you vegan?
Yeah, so, well, personally, I'm not vegan. I mean, it's part of the way I've been raised. So, like, as a kid, I've eaten meat, and I've never sort of weaned off that. It's like, sort of, really majorly in, like, an aspect of modern society, right? Consuming meat. So, my question for you would be, do you actually see it as feasible for a realistic amount of the population to go vegan, considering it's like a natural aspect of, it's like a biological aspect of humans, right?
Yeah, like 99% of people can be vegan.
They could be, but is it realistic for them to be, considering that every other carnivorous animal is carnivorous, and that's just part of the way the brain is wired, right?
We're not carnivores. Just
Sorry,
because you can
omnivorous.
Yeah, just because you can eat anything, like that doesn't mean you should be eating those things, right? Like
No, yeah, sorry, my apologies. Not carnivorous, omnivorous. Sorry, just a person chat.
yeah,
you're right.
it's
I
just
mean,
it's descriptive, right?
certainly-
It describes what
Sorry.
we've done. It describes what we've done in the past. It does not mean that we have to do that in the future.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I personally do believe that for the benefit of the environment, it would be best if everyone were to go vegan, right? I think like lots of the industries have these insane environmental impacts, like the beef industry and all that, right? And it isn't humane, but I don't see it being a realistic goal. I mean, it's good if you personally are vegan, right? And then you have had that impact through that. But yeah, I don't think it should be expected of individuals. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go vegan, right? You sound like an intelligent person. Can you sign up for Animal Justice 21 and do the challenge there and learn more about it?
No, look, I'll certainly check it out, mate. My own concern would just be that I'm a college student. I don't really know how to cook, so there'd be a bit of that, but I will eventually have to learn that, and certainly will be able to learn some vegan meals there. But no, it's just sort of at the moment for me, just a comfort thing. I would agree. Not much more to that.
Yeah, you can figure it out. I recommend to people that don't like cooking or don't cook that often. Just get a lot of seasonings, different seasonings and spices. So I use a lot of the same things that you just put on meat anyway. Onion powder, garlic powder. I really like smoked paprika, and or just like regular paprika. Get some salt. You can throw all this into a crock pot. Just get a little crock pot, throw some rice in there, throw some beans in there, or some tofu or some soy curls or anything like that. Put your seasonings in there and just let it cook. You can put it all in there before you go to work, and then put it on low. When you get off of work, you come home, it's done. You don't really have to do anything except throw it all in a pot. And then you can cook multiple batches that way too. So then you can store some of it in the fridge for a couple of days. It's really easy. You can try to buy things in bulk. You can save money that way too. But make the food yourself, because some people, I was talking to a guy yesterday, he said all vegan steaks are horrible. Well, he tried one vegan steak one time that somebody else cooked. So when somebody else cooks for you, they're going to make it to their taste, not to your taste, right? So if you cook things yourself, taste it as you're cooking it, you can really make it taste really good for you.
Right, my follow-up question regarding that would just be, do you think that sort of lab-produced meat would be a feasible future endeavor?
I mean, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's going to happen whether you like it or not. I think it will end up replacing animal agriculture at some point. It's just way more sustainable. So I think that's what most of the industries and most of the companies look for, is the sustainability. Unfortunately, they're not focused on the animals themselves. But
most corporations will be focused on monetary.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's to the point now where they don't have to take cells from animals anymore. Like a lot of these companies, they can just replicate the cells indefinitely. So they basically have removed the animal from it completely. So at that point, I don't agree with keeping these animals and taking cells from them. But if that's removed from the process and they can just replicate the cells, then I mean, I don't really see a problem with that.
Absolutely. I don't argue that. Also, I just like generally, I don't argue that veganism is sort of an ethical. It's easily the most like ethical option, right? But can you really blame consumers considering that there's obviously demand and it's the way that most individuals are raised, right? So I think it's more of a systemic problem, if anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody's to blame. I think the individuals are to blame. I think the corporations are to blame. I don't think we can blame one or the other fully. I think everybody needs to take a little bit of accountability themselves, and I think the industries, the organizations should change, the companies should change. I think individuals should also change. The problem with the companies changing, like they can't really change overnight, and individuals can, and
you're right.
Yeah, you still have a pretty big impact as an individual. If you're in the U.S., there's about 240 animals that are exploited for an average person in the U.S. every year. Like imagine 240 animals in front of you right now. That's a lot of animals, and you are deciding, when their life ends, and you could just choose vegan options instead. And everybody talks about crop deaths for vegans and things like that. It's literally less than one animal in a year. So you can reduce that. You can eliminate the exploitation. And then if you want to talk about animals that are still dying, it's like literally less than one. So.
Yeah, right. No, that's interesting. Yeah. No. I've heard there's a big food wastage issue in America actually. So I wonder if that was reduced, that'd be like a sustainable sort of level that could be implemented.
Yeah. Well, plant-based options are more sustainable as well. Like a lot of plant-based options are like dried beans and rice. Like it's shelf stable for a super long time. Canned stuff, frozen vegetables, like all that stuff is like way more sustainable. Even like the dairy options, like there's oat milk and all the plant milks is on the shelf. It's not in a refrigerated section. They last way longer. It's way better for waste as well.
The realistic thing is that they're not perfect substitutions, right? I don't believe there's any sort of alternative at the moment that would be like 100%. You're getting the same nutritional value as red meats and stuff, right? But I hope in the future that this is something that can be developed. But I don't see how it can happen though.
Soy actually is a better. If you're talking about protein, soy is a better source of protein. It has a higher, or just as good protein amino acid score, and if you get like a soy protein isolate, it's way higher than meat.
Yeah, that's interesting. No, look, it's a bit controversial, but actually, I don't know if this is true. I've heard that sort of the soy alternative, obviously, what I'm gonna say is like this estrogenic sort of effect with with the phytoestrogens present, right? What do you think about that?
Yeah, so phytoestrogens actually block mammalian estrogens from your body. So if you consume dairy, that's the biggest source of mammalian estrogen. So if you're consuming dairy, cheese, butter, things like that, you should probably be eating soy if you're worried about that affecting your testosterone or whatever. Like soy literally helps that.
I'm not sure how it works on the molecular level, but I assume these phytoestrogens interact with the estrogen receptors similar to estrogen or something. I'm not certain.
Yeah, you'd have to eat like 100 pounds of soy to have any like negative effects or something. Like it's something crazy. Right. It's like overdosing on smoking pot. Like it's not a thing. Right.
No, look, I haven't got anything else to add to this conversation, mate. I sort of agree with most of the points you have. But yeah, look, it's good that you're trying to sort of spread this opinion because it is something that happens on an individual basis. But yeah, it's got a long way to go.
Yeah, so I appreciate you coming up and talking. Give me a follow and come back. Sign up for Animal Justice 21. Do the first couple days and then come back and let me know how things are going.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks. How long have we been here? I need to go check the food. I'm making dog food. Making the dog food and there's a lot of pre-made meals that you can get as well. If you're still here, Benjamin, you can just like throw them in the microwave. You know, but anything like that, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than if you just like got a bunch of rice and beans and threw it into a crock pot, slow cooker, or whatever. I wonder where he was from. Wait, let's do it. I forgot about the sound effects. Darcy, are you here? You just sent a roast to jump ahead of everybody else. If you guys want to come up next, send a gift like Darcy did, and you'll skip everybody.
Alright, mate.
That's how you say your name, right, Darcy?
Yeah, I said that.
How's it going?
Fuck, I'm at 2% here. It's going well. I'm in Thailand.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So why aren't you vegan? Go real
To
quick.
be honest with you, there's only really one reason why I'm not vegan. Like I feel bad for all the animals being treated like shit, but it's like I weigh almost nothing, and it's like I need weight medically. Like I have ADHD and I take medication for it, and I medically need to gain weight.
Okay.
It's like not a lot of vegan foods have a lot of protein and stuff like that in it.
You don't
So
gain
it would
weight
be a
from
lot
eating
harder.
protein.
So what?
You don't gain weight from eating protein.
I don't mean just protein, but I mean like lots of fatty foods and stuff like that.
There's plants that have more protein than meat.
Like what?
Seitan.
Should it actually?
Seitan, it's the protein that's in wheat. Seitan.
Is it expensive?
Vital wheat gluten. If you go to the grocery store, you look for vital wheat gluten. You just you can add water to it, and it makes it's like pure protein. You were cutting out. What did you say?
Like, is it expensive?
No, it's super cheap.
Fuck, I'm gonna be vegan then, I guess.
Yeah, check it out.
No,
Go
that's
to
not-
Animal
that's
Justice.
genuinely my only problem.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I needed to gain weight too. I gained 25 pounds, 30 pounds after.
Fuck off. Did you really?
Yeah, and it's been basically all muscle too. In about six months, I added on a whole bunch of weight. Intentionally, I added in
6 months you gained that much weight.
Yeah, I added in an extra meal every day, so I was eating around 3,000 calories. Probably only getting 150 grams of protein, but yeah, I went from 125 to 155.
Like I know, I know being vegan isn't about. Like I feel really shitty about all those animals going through all that shit in the factories and all.
Mhm.
But I'm saying the reason why I thought I had to eat meat is because the amount of weight I could gain.
Yeah, I
found it is wrong. Which I found it is very wrong. So I'm probably gonna become a vegan and just eat that. What's it called again? Sorry.
Seitan. Yeah, you can make it
Seitan,
yourself.
yeah.
You can make it with if you want to do it really cheap, then you just add water and you steam it. If you want to add a little bit more cost to it, it'll probably make it taste a little bit better. You can use a veggie broth and put in different seasonings and stuff. And then you steam it, and then after you steam it, you slice it. It steams into a little loaf. You can slice it up, and then you can pan fry it or whatever. Put it in the air fryer. What happened to my background? My background just disappeared over here.
Shit, dude, you're smart, bro. I've never really looked into anything like that. I just assumed it was all plants,
Yeah, sign up for Animal Justice 21. There's a chat. You can throw questions out there if you have any questions about anything specifically, and there's a Discord server that you can join. And yeah, we have conversations there, and anything that you need to learn about is on the resource page as well.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely go check it out. It's made for people like you that are open-minded, want to learn more about it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'll give that a look while my phone still has charge.
Yeah, so
yeah, cheers for that. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Come give me a follow. Come back another time, okay?
Yep, it's okay.
All right, that's another good conversation. God, it was really shitty at the beginning, and now it's turned around, which is nice. And there's a lot less people here now. How is there only 14 people here? We have like almost 14 requests. We're gonna go through them pretty quick here. Aussie man.
Hey, how you going?
What's up? Then we've had several people up here from Australia today, which is strange because isn't it like midnight over there?
Well, I'm actually not in Australia right now, but I'm from Australia. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I have noticed the accents on a few of your callers, or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. Okay, so why are you not vegan?
So the reason I'm not vegan is because I just haven't heard yet I've heard some convincing arguments, but then later on I think through them and they don't, after I've thought about it, they're not as convincing as they were when it was first put forth to me. So the reason I'm not vegan is I haven't heard, basically I haven't had a convincing argument that's stuck with me.
Okay, are you open to learning more about veganism?
Well, yeah, but the things specifically around the morality of it, because I don't think it's clear cut that there is a moral issue with specifically eating animals.
So do you recognize other animals as individuals?
Well, I recognize animals as animals.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're an animal too, right?
Yes.
Right. You're an individual, right?
Yes.
Other animals are also individuals.
But so what's the significance of calling an animal an individual?
They have their own experiences, right? They're sentient beings. They care about themselves. They have a desire to live, just like we do. So if you have an option to choose a different product than something that exploits these animals, how do you not feel like a moral obligation to choose the other products?
Because when I go away and I'll think about this later, I'll be like, well, that's the world we live in. If you take humans out of the picture, animals are still going to be eaten. Like,
but not by humans, right?
Yeah, let's just say there's no humans here. There's still just going to be all animals just getting eaten all over the place, right?
Veganism is an ethical principle to reject the exploitation caused by humans to other animals as much as possible. It's not about what other animals do to other animals. It's about what humans do to animals when we have other options.
Right. But so you're saying we want to separate humans well, I mean, we all agree that we have to separate humans from animals. We put humans in one basket and all other animals in another basket.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you're an individual, I'm an individual. Dogs are individuals, cats are individuals. So are cows and pigs and chickens. They're all individuals. When we take any group and we put them together, like let's say we took everybody from Australia and we're like, "Oh, well they're just people from Australia." Like we tend to do horrible things to whatever group that is because we stop seeing them as individuals and we just see them as whatever group, right? If you grew up in a world where people exploited people from Australia, would you just say, "Oh, well that's the world I live in?" Or would you say, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't do that because I'm an individual and I care about my life"?
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, like, exploiting humans.
Animals. Humans are animals.
Right, but they're different to other animals.
How?
So humans are, well, I guess even in what you're telling me that humans are different to animals. So we both agree that humans are different to animals.
Sure, they're different, but I don't think that. I think what similarities we have matter more than our differences, right? Would you agree with that?
You'd have to explain why that matters. Why do those similarities matter?
Because we're all individuals. We have our individual experiences, and we all have a desire to live. I think that alone should I think that alone deserves a basic respect of just like letting them live their life, right? Caring for them.
So would you, if you, let's say you had absolute power, let's say you're a dictator for a day, and you could ban eating animals completely forever, do you think you would do that?
Why not?
Right, because I feel like that's immoral. Because
You think it's
there's gotta be
immoral to
people-
respect animals?
No, because if you were to ban eating animals completely, there's going to be some people in like the billions of people on Earth that are going to starve and potentially die from.
That wouldn't be that does okay. So you're missing the last part of veganism. It's when practicable, right? So if there's somebody out there's like 5 million people on the planet. It's super small. It's around 5 million people on the planet that have to hunt and eat animals to survive. They would still technically be vegan if they only did it for a survival situation. Does that make sense?
So, okay, yeah, I understand. Then that's your position. So, if it's life, well, I guess like, what if it's not exactly life-threatening, but extreme discomfort? For example, like
Yeah, I don't care about your discomfort. Think about the animals that you're going to victimize, right? So you're just doing it for convenience at that point. You're doing it for preference, for pleasure.
No. I mean, like, how do you like? Because you don't know. You know you're starving, right? But you don't know if it's going to be lethal. So should you push through that pain and just see, but then you die because you were wrong. You were closer to death than you thought.
I mean, that's your own choice, you know. I mean, we would have more. So let's just say this: if everybody was vegan, we would have a better food system. We would be able to feed everybody on the planet. So people wouldn't be starving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, I do agree because I mean, I'm not the type of person who just won't eat vegan food. But I'm just totally fine if there's no vegan options. I'll easily just
victimize an
grab
animal.
whatever's there.
Yeah,
so
you need to
I
learn
agree
how
that
to second guess
if
that
there were-
choice.
What's that? Sorry.
You need to take a second thought there, right? So you're forgetting those victims behind those products. Don't go places where you don't have any vegan options, right? That's a choice that you make. Bring your own food or something like that if you have to. Right? There's things that you can do. You might have to just plan ahead a little bit more.
No, but I mean, I'm not really convinced that I need to do that. Like, it's not like if there is a vegan option, I'll always choose the vegan option. But I'm just saying I wouldn't just not have it just because it's vegan.
Yeah. Are
so
you
I
open?
guess,
Like I said earlier, are you open to learning more? Will you sign up for Animal Justice 21? It's not like I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna make you want to go vegan. It's up to you to recognize it yourself and then make the change. So that's what Animal Justice 21 is. It asks you a series of questions that gets you to reflect on your relationship with animals.
Yeah, because I just feel like a lot of the I guess the vocabulary used around the vegan arguments are, they're used to make things sound like they're bad, but like.
Well, they are bad.
Well, if you think about, is killing bad?
Yes, killing's always bad. How is killing anything not bad?
Because if you want to kill someone in self-defense.
Yeah, it's still a horrible thing, right?
Yeah, but it's not immoral. It's not immoral to kill someone in self-defense.
But it's still a horrible thing. Like, if you had another option, you would choose the other option, right? If you could just run away, if you could like fight them back and not kill them, you would try to do that, right?
Yes, but if your intent was purely to protect your own life, then that's not immoral.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's still a bad thing.
Yeah.
You still have to live with that for the rest of your life, and it would probably change your life. You know, it's
so
still
then killing isn't always immoral.
right. So same thing,
Because
like if you're hunting an animal in a survival situation, then yeah, maybe we can say that that's not immoral. It's still a horrible thing.
Yeah.
It should still be your last resort option. You still might feel bad about killing that animal.
Yes.
And like
so I guess like separating the action, which is killing, from the intent, which is either it could just be a malice intent, which is definitely immoral, but in self-defense, the intent would be to defend yourself. In which case, the act becomes that is no longer immoral. And so I need to really understand how, if the intent is to nourish your body with an animal, why, like, that specific intent needs to be proven to me that that's immoral.
Well, you have other options. So why would you choose to exploit an animal when you can just choose something else and get all the same nutrients? And I mean, if you eat whole food, plant-based, you'd probably be even healthier.
I mean, that's the best argument you got, that you can just choose something else.
Yeah, it's a choice. When it becomes a choice and it's not a survival situation, then it becomes immoral. That's the whole point.
All right, I guess I'll go and I'll think some more on that. But yeah, I mean, I'm still not convinced, but I'll.
Yeah, like I
give it
said,
some more thought.
it's not for me to just convince you. I'm here to share this resource with you, and then you can reflect on it with yourself, and then decide whether you want to be a humane human or if you want to keep exploiting animals.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. So look, even some of the language in the chat, like, people are sort of like, seems like the vegans in here are sort of attacking. They're in attack mode, and I think that's what puts me off more than anything, to be honest. It's like,
yes, but think about the other side. So like, who's really attacking who? Are vegans really attacking people that aren't vegan, or non-vegans attacking animals?
Well, mean, it's just the vibe I'm getting. It's just like, yeah, it's like I'm not really for that kind of behavior. So
Yeah.
anyway,
So,
but I appreciate the way. I mean, you've been totally nothing but respect. If more people were like you, maybe that you might get further as a movement. But yeah, unfortunately, not everyone is like you. So all right,
yeah,
no worries.
I appreciate
I
that.
appreciate
So,
the chat.
yeah, it's nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking, man.
See ya.
Catch you later.
All right, 1:45. All right, we're gonna do one more guest. Eddie, it looks like you sent a rose or a gift or something, so we'll do one more here with Eddie. Am I saying that right?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So,
yeah, why don't
I'm not vegan. Just to let you know, there's probably not going to be anything that changes me right now due to situations. But definitely in the future, I'm open to being vegan. Definitely after I get my job. But I do have a question.
So, can I ask you a question first, real quick? What's your situation that you're in where you can't be vegan?
Mainly due to family situation with money tightness, and
what if it could be cheaper to be vegan?
I mean, my family doesn't really plan like that. I know definitely when I get a job, I will at least try to. But if my family becomes vegan, then I'll become vegan too.
So if your family was racist, would you also be racist?
No, I mean,
why not?
If I was to change, then no.
Why not?
Because, like, when it comes to racism is a viewpoint, and veganism, you can call it a viewpoint, but it's just people not wanting to exploit animals.
Yeah, do you know what speciesist is?
I believe so, but I would like you to explain it.
So it's like being racist towards animals.
Okay, I see.
It's
That's
discriminating animals based on how they're born. What species they're born into.
Okay. But I do have a question.
Sure.
So, you would say that veganism is not wanting to exploit animals, right? Am I correct?
Right. It's a rejection of the exploitation of animals.
Okay, so if there was, I'm not saying there is a way to, like, without exploitation, but let's say you was raised on a farm your whole life, and you have chickens, but you don't eat the chickens, you only eat the eggs, but those eggs do not have the embryos inside of them. Would that still be considered animal exploitation?
Yeah, you're still viewing at those chickens as a resource or like a commodity for you. You still have that mindset of like, what can I take from these chickens? If you have chickens that are laying eggs, you can feed the eggs back to the chickens.
No, I'm just asking. I'm simply trying to educate myself. I'm just trying to like be open-minded. I'm just simply trying to educate myself. I'm trying to see your viewpoint on this.
No, I understand.
I don't raise any animals. I love animals, so that's why I'm open to being vegan.
Yeah, nice. Will you sign up for Animal Justice 21? You can.
I don't really know what it is, but sure.
Yeah, so it's an ethical reflection challenge. It's 21 days of different topics, different animals, different ways we exploit animals, and what you can do to help animals. There's just like a couple of short paragraphs each day. You can read it, or there's a button you can click and it'll read it out loud to you, so you can just listen to it while you're doing something else. But then,
say the name of the website was?
It's right here on the screen, animaljustice21.org. Every day, at the bottom of every day, there's a couple of questions that it asks you. Just reflection questions. It's not like right or wrong answers. It's just like how you feel about animals. And then there's other resources there. There's a community there. You can reach out to people for questions. There's a nutritionist. There's a dietitian if you have any medical conditions. There's also Vegan Squad Coaching. They are fitness coaches, bodybuilders that are vegan. They're vegan for the animals. There's a protein guide there from them, a cookbook, a free cookbook that you can see from them. There's a scholarship program that you can apply for if you're like an athlete or like a bodybuilder. There's a ton of resources. So definitely check it out. You can do it with your family, share it with your family, get them to sign up, and you guys can talk about the questions together and do it together.
I already got it pulled up. I do have another question real quick, then I can hop off live if you would like to answer the question.
Sure, go ahead.
So when it comes to other animals such as pets who are carnivorous, what would you do about them from your personal take?
Are you just talking about cats and dogs, or are you talking about like snakes or
For the sake of simplicity, I guess just dogs and cats in this moment.
Dogs and cats can both also eat a plant-based diet. There's synthetic like supplements that you can add into a cat's diet. It has to be a little bit more intentional. But yeah, they can both be plant-based as well. I have a cat and a dog right here next to me. They're both plant-based.
I've never really understood why people did plant-based stuff for carnivorous animals. I don't really see the point of it since I'm coming from a man of biology. They was wired in the brain to eat animals, but if there's a way to feed them right without just dry dog food, then I'm down for it. But thank you for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. If you have a dog and you want to look up some plant-based dog food, I use VDog. You can search it, v-dog.com. It's owned by vegans. They've been around for a very long time, and they also have like a canned wet food. Sometimes they don't have it, sometimes they do. So yeah, they have the kibble and the canned food. So that's why I prefer to use them. Yeah. So I appreciate you coming up. Give me a follow, and come after you do a few days of Animal Justice 21. Come back and let's have another conversation.
Yeah, thank you. Well, have a good day.
Thanks. You too.
Wait, how do I leave this live? I'm sorry.
It's all right. I can drop you down.
Okay, thank you.
All right. It's been about 2 hours. We have one more person that sent a gift. If you guys send gifts, I'll keep some of the conversations going. If you don't send any gifts, then I'm gonna leave. There's still several people that are requesting up, and this person sent a gift and is not even here anymore. There's nine requests. You guys got like 30 seconds to send a gift, or I'm gonna end. I'm actually making homemade dog food right now. I have to go check out that it's not burning. Rice, lentils, peas, sweet potatoes, tofu. Oh, I gotta take the tofu down. Kale, corn, carrots, green beans, and I put nutritional yeast and some flaxseed that I have up here, some sunflower seeds. I blend it all up. And they absolutely love it. Yeah, give me money or I'm leaving. You know, a rose is like 2 pennies. It's like, it's not like a lot of money. How much did I make this live? 15 cents. 15 cents. All the gifts I've gotten today, 15 cents. I'm rich. I'm rich now. 15 cents. 2 hours. I made 15 cents in 2 hours. I clearly don't do this for the money. Thanks, Raven. Raven sent a gift over here. High five. $0.15. Nova eats 15 cents of food in one bite. Don't you, Nova? Don't you, Nova? Are you taking your morning nap? Your morning nap? She's like, why did you wake me up? You're pro extinction. I don't. Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? All right, I'm not taking any more requests. If you guys are here, there's 10 people requesting up. You can come back tomorrow. Give me a follow. Turn on the notifications. Come back tomorrow and tell me that you were in the queue at the end of the stream, and I'll bring you up before anybody else. If I read the comments. I don't read all the comments sometimes, so just like kind of spam it and I'll see it. 15 cents in 2 hours, you can retire now. Yeah, right. Just don't be vegan. What does that mean? More meat for us. You shouldn't force yourself to only eat stupid plants. These comments are funny. Are you a child? How old are you, Rick? You kind of talk like a child. It tastes like human? What are you talking about? Let's just slaughter and bury them all? What are you talking about here, dude? Are you pro extinction? That's what you're proposing. Nobody's proposing to slaughter animals and just bury them in the ground. That's like an extinctionist argument. I mean, that's not even an extinctionist argument. I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, what does the life of an extinctionist look like? Like, do they just like burn all the land that they own? Is it just like bare land? Like you cut all the trees down, you burn all the bushes, you rip up all the grass. Like, I want to know what their house looks like. Do they just go to the grocery store and buy a bunch of steaks and throw them in the trash? Like, it's such a weird concept to me. Oh, I missed. What's going on over here? Nobody's proposing to slaughter animals. Stop breeding animals. Stop slaughtering animals. Let them live their life and then just die when they're old. Alright, has it been 2 hours? We're at 1 hour and 59 minutes. Oh, there we go. 2 hours. Alright, I'm leaving. Goodbye, TikTok. If you're not vegan, sign up Animal Justice and learn more. What? It won't let me turn my live off. Oh, there it goes. Damn. I have a headache from talking to all the dumbass people today. It ended very well. So let's go over some of the stats here. How many conversations did I have? I lost count here. $17. So we missed 20. I tried to do 20 conversations. We were a little bit light. The first 10 conversations were all kind of shitty. Some were better than others, but none of them were good. And then we had 6 good conversations. People said that they were open to learning more and would check out Animal Justice 21. So yeah, 6 out of 17. That's not too bad. And it was all at the end. 6 out of 7. The last 7 conversations, we had 6 good conversations. So I appreciate those people. 6, 7, yeah. Let's look at the performance. 99, wait, total views were 99%, duration 96%. Even with 2 hours, it's only 96%. Comments 99%, gifters 99%, and likes 98%. We didn't get 10,000 likes, we got 9.5. We were a little bit light on the likes, but that's not bad. 18 new followers. That's nice. That's higher than average. Spooky, appreciate you. You got the most view time. Most comments from marked viewers. Benji got the most comments. Nice. Mostly men, and mostly from the... So only 55% of viewers were from the United States. Normally that's like 80 or 90. 11% from Canada, 8% from Australia, and then 3% from the Philippines. Why was there so many people from Australia? There's like 80 people. 80 people from Australia. There must have been some people from Australia that were sharing it around or something like that. It did say we had 23 guests. Some of them I didn't note down, so we did get over 20 guests actually. 54% male. Most people were between the age of 25 and 34, which is interesting. But it was actually pretty close to an even split. The most gifts were from somebody that wasn't here anymore when I tried to bring them up. That's funny. Alright, thanks everyone over here. We had more people on YouTube for a lot of the stream than we did on TikTok towards the end. The viewers did get up over 60 at one point in the beginning, so that's cool. That was like one of the higher numbers that I've seen people watching at once. Nice, took a screenshot of the people that were in the queue. I thought about doing that. I kind of look at the names. I try to read the names. That way if they do come back, then I can like hopefully recognize them. But like I said, I don't really watch the comments too often either. So somebody might request up and then say that they were here, and I might not even see the comment and might not know. But yeah, if you're here tomorrow, Spooky, and you see them and they're on the list, then just like let them up. I appreciate that. Matthew, what are you talking about? Eating oyster mushrooms that survive by eating meat? Oyster mushrooms eat meat? Carnivorous mushrooms? What's up, Ian? I tried to push through some of the updates on AJ21, and some of those like builds would not go through. I don't know if you wanna. They were ones that you were working on. I don't know if you want to check them again. But I want to push out the next version with like the active card on the bottom. If we can push that out today, that would be cool. And the images are fixed, so if you're on Animal Justice 21, you're doing a reflection, you can add a picture. So that's really cool. Some people started doing that, so I really like all the pictures people are putting up on there. Mod NILF. Do we need more mods? Keep modding. The tofu emojis. What? What are you talking about, Vegan Anthem? You're talking about Dennis? You guys talking about Dennis here? Yeah, everybody be good, because NILF is a mod now. I don't think I can unmod all at once. Everybody's mod now. What's up, Johnny? There are some people that are managing moderators, and I think they can unmod other mods. Most mods are just standard moderators. But yeah, don't block people. Don't hide people or block people for just like saying stupid things. I believe in free speech, even if it's like hateful speech. Let people say what they want, as long as they're not like threatening anyone. People can say hateful things. They just you know, you can put them in timeout or something like that, but try to not block them or hide them unless they're like literally threatening somebody. Alright, I'm gonna go. I gotta go check the dog food, so I appreciate everybody being here. I see you all here. And thank you for the gift, Raven, if you're still here. I appreciate that earlier. We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll be back later tonight. I'm trying to do like streams later at night as well. I had a meeting last night though, so I couldn't get back on. And I need to walk more. I'm trying to get my steps up. I'm still struggling to get over 15,000. I'm like right under 15,000 steps every day. I need to, the last few days, because I haven't been walking dogs. Some of my appointments were canceled, but now today I had my regular walks that I go on with these dogs. So if I add in a walk later this evening, I should get over 15,000 steps today. And I'm gonna stream later while I'm walking too, because I'm trying to get ready for the march next month, and I want to stream while I'm marching some of the days. So I'm just gonna start doing it now. I'm gonna stream while I'm walking. Maybe we'll do. I don't know if we'll do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna take. I'll probably just take my tripod and do both. Oh yeah, the solar eclipse. So I went to, where the hell did I go? Cleveland a couple years ago, 2024. It was a total solar eclipse, and we drove there, me and my ex, for the eclipse, and it was crazy. I have some cool videos. Maybe I'll post the videos. I got a sticker on my telescope over there from when I was there. But thanks for being here, everybody. I will see you later, hopefully. Peace.